Obviously, we got off to a great start in the game, and then you give Dallas a lot of credit. They kept fighting. They were crashing the boards hard. They were getting up in passing lanes. They got some turnovers that they got to turn into points. But I'm really happy with how our team responded. Uh, the last 6, 7 minutes of the fourth quarter, we got good shots. We really made it difficult on them, and we were able to get a little bit of separation at the end.
Coach, Ryan kind of already talked about this, but in that fourth quarter when Dallas went up one, you called the timeout, and that's when you guys went on that run. Just what did you want to see from the team at that point?
Well, better play, really. I think in that particular timeout, I just said, "What do you want to do now?" Like, we put ourselves in this situation. Are we ready to do what we need to do to get out of it? And we talked about what we wanted to do in the timeout for the first two possessions, and they did exactly that. And then I thought that picked up their intensity again defensively, and I thought we were playing the way we were capable of playing down the stretch.
Just as a follow-up, was there one particular player that kind of spoke up during that timeout, or was it just like a collective effort?
It was more of a collective effort. I mean, I think they understood that, we had some turnovers that led to runouts and easy baskets, and we put ourselves in a bad situation. They were doing a good job making some cuts behind us in the second half, so they got a few easy baskets that way. But at that point, we realized that, hey, they're denying, we just got to cut. You can't, if we run a play and they're denying that pass, that's no longer the play. Move the ball somewhere else, and we'll get into the next action. We know how to play together to create shots, and I think they did a good job in the fourth quarter closing it out.
Coach, I think one of the things we've seen is holding them to under 70 points today. Defensive wise, what do you think about the defensive effort? What were you proud of, or what were some things that you, against a 3-guard team like Dallas tonight?
Yeah, I thought the defensive effort was outstanding. I mean, there were stretches in that game where that's about as high level a defense as you're going to see, and so, and I hope we can get better. But I mean, some of it was just really great communication, great effort by all five people, forcing them into tough shots. I mean, to hold a team that's this good offensively under 70, and if you think about it, a lot of the points we gave up were, we didn't get a chance to defend it. We threw it to them, and they got to run out for layups. Like, when we got them in the half court, and we were able to work together defensively, I thought we were very, very good.
Hey Coach, we spoke before the game about trying to slow down Paige Beckers. You guys held her to 7 points tonight, career low for her. 43.5% of their points today were by Odyssey Sims and Alok Weir. So what went into kind of being able to put that stop up against Paige?
Well, it is a team effort, but like Rye had her probably 90% of the possessions, and Rye was just fantastic. Her strength, her length. She only got separated from her a couple times. There's a couple times where she went to help and really wasn't. She's trying to help, but you just can't leave Paige. So, but Rye is locked in, and Rye had just an amazing all-around game. I've seen it in training camp all year. This has been a different approach for Rye from the very beginning of this year, and I think we're starting to see what she is capable of becoming, and I'm just really proud of the way she played today, and hopefully it keeps building from here. But that was just an all-around, high-level, exceptional game by Rye.
Hi Coach, we just spoke to Angel, and she mentioned how hard she is on herself in terms of just performance. I'm curious, what was it like for you to see her have that bounce back game tonight?
Yeah, it's good to see. It's one of those things where you want to be great from the very beginning, but like, you're in a new system, you're learning the system, you're trying to see the opportunities within the system. I don't think it's realistic in 2 weeks to suddenly understand something. And a lot of our language is, there's no way to know it because I made it up. So there's no way to come in and just be like, oh, I got this. It takes a little bit of time. So I'm just glad that she got going a little bit, and you know, she was key down the stretch for us, had some key baskets there. You know, and she continues to contribute on the defensive end as well. But, you know, she's going to be great. Just everybody just needs to have a little patience and give her time to learn this and see where her opportunities are.
Coach, right here. May call USA Today. Of course, official. We gotta be.
Yeah, let's be official.
Wanted to ask you about India Navarre and Medina Oka. I noticed that you kind of deployed them a little sooner this game. What's been your confidence level in them after, I guess, I would say the Aces game where they made an impact? And just, you know, what did you see that you felt like, hey, I wanna throw out our rookies out there today?
Yeah, you know, we have to get them out there, so I wanted to give them a look early, so it's not like one of those things where they didn't even get a feel for the game until late second quarter, third quarter, and then they're getting their first chance out there. You know, we had a chance to go with starters longer today because we've had such a long layoff, but now it's day off game, day off game, day off game, so we're gonna have to cut the minutes a little bit for everybody, and so our bench is gonna have to be ready to go in, and I'm glad they got a little taste today, but you know, even Sunday it's gonna be more. We're gonna have to rotate some players more, so you'll see India and Medina, and I thought Sika did really well with her minutes, and I probably should have got her in again, and we were about to go to her in the fourth, but then we had a group out there that started playing really well, and I didn't want to be the one to screw it up, so I let them out there to finish it.
Coach, we saw you play Medina and Angel for a little bit together. What went into that, and what did you think of it, and do you think we'll see that more often?
Yeah, I think we will see it more often. The issue is then, like, we're trying to get everybody up to par, learn one position, and then they're in different spots and they're doing different things, and you can do it in practice, but then in the game to remember both spots isn't easy. That'll be something that as time goes on, we'll get better at it, so then we can use it more. But I think they can play together. I don't think that'll be an issue because they can both move their feet, they can both guard, so you know, hopefully it'll be something that we see more of in the future.
Coach, Papa was perfect from three tonight. What was her impact on the game in your opinion?
Yeah, she really shot it well. She's given us a lift. She's had some big games for us already. I think she's grown a lot since last year. You know, she's definitely somebody we could have got more minutes tonight, and she's earned them. So I would expect in a couple days from now for her to even have more minutes out there, especially if she continues to play the way she is.
Coach, you kind of alluded to it already. 18 turnovers, which resulted for 25 points for Dallas. How do you kind of plan to change that or correct that for Sunday?
Well, most of them are when either you're doing too much, like just let's move the ball, get into the next action. So we just have to sit down, watch it, and say, all right, you know, they guarded this pretty well. Now it's just time to move it and let some other people work. We got a lot of good players. The other thing was just, you know, they're in passing lanes and stuff, and we're like, we'll throw it anyways. And it's like, well, that's not really a high percentage play now. Like, we gotta just cut, move. It's hard to be denying everywhere and not get back cut if everybody's just moving. But if you stand around and you just beg for the ball, it's a lot easier to force turnovers and play in passing lanes. So we just got to make sure if a team's being more aggressive, we space them out, we cut hard, we work to give each other easy passes. So there was definitely some sloppiness with that, and it did allow them to get back in the game. So it's something we got to clean up.
All good. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.